A prime ministerial pair charting a common course.
Well, it's a real pleasure to welcome you here to Downing Street.
These two Labor leaders have been aligning closely on the world stage.
In today's uncertain world, we need certainty.
An almost identical message alongside his Canadian counterpart.
Uncertain world, we can be absolutely certain of our relationship.
Australia, Canada and the UK moved together earlier this week to recognise Palestinian statehood. The three leaders united at a summit in London with other progressive counterparts.
This is a gathering of people bound by a common cause.
The focus dealing with the challenge of anti-immigration populists, including Britain's Nigel Farage, who's surging in the polls.
The choice before the electorate here at the next election is not going to be the traditional Labour versus Conservative.
Identifying the Reform leader as his main opponent, rather than the British Conservative leader, Anthony Albanese also met today.
We're everywhere here.
To defeat populists, Sir Keir Starmer said it was important to provide security at home, economic stability and control over borders. Anthony Albanese also worried about the surge in support for Nigel Farage.
Well, I don't want to see the rise of populist organisations such as that.
No such criticism from the Prime Minister, however, of Farage's inspiration, Donald Trump, who he's due to meet at the White House next month. These are two Prime Ministers with a similar worldview, but in very different political positions. Anthony Albanese is still riding high after his election win. Sir Keir Starmer struggling just over a year into the job. But it's the British Prime Minister who's managed to forge a closer relationship with Donald Trump. They both now have a shared mission to keep the US President on track when it comes to AUKUS.
It's in the interest of Australia, in the interest of the United States and in the interest of the United Kingdom.
Even King Charles is on board, praising the AUKUS Pact during a state banquet for Donald Trump at Windsor Castle last week. Tomorrow, the Prime Minister will visit the King at Balmoral and may well thank him for lending his royal support.
How you going?
Before then, drinks at number 10 with a personal touch, Albo Pale Ales. David Speers, ABC News, London.